Hey guys, welcome to week 7 of the Buying Club. I think it is a super fun week. So without further ado, disclaimer, don't be upset if something I mention doesn't end up in the box. And with that, I will start with the most exciting item in the box, and quite frankly, the most exciting item of the entire season for me. And that is peaches. Yes, it is peach season. Oh my gosh. So Thursday and Friday and Saturday were surprised with peaches this past week, and this week everyone will get peaches. So I don't know, peach season is just super special to me, and it's super wild. I started picking on Wednesday, so I'll pick every day until the middle of September until we're done. So a little bit of an interesting backstory on the peaches. So when I moved home, we actually had 11 acres of peaches, and we had rented the property for 6 years, and the person who was renting it was much more equipped to take care of 11 acres. So, you know, we kind of looked at it and we were like, what are we going to do? Because to take care of 11 acres, I would have needed a full-time crew and a large wholesale outlet, neither of which I had or really wanted when I first started this thing. So we got a bunch of opinions, and pretty much the consensus was get rid of the trees. They're old trees. The trees are actually trees that my dad planted, and people were like, oh, you're gonna lose money, it's gonna be a disaster, so on and so forth. A lot of negativity. And then two people, actually I'll give it 2.5. 2.5. One person was kind of like, it's gonna be tough, but you can do it. But two people were like, you know what, I think you'll be fine. Go for it, do it, and if it's a terrible failure the first year, then you can always take them out the next year. So the peaches have been incredible. They're by far our biggest crop, our biggest thing, and I'm just really fortunate to have such a great setup in the orchard, such a great spread. We start now, and then we'll go all the way through the middle of September. We have about, this is just a guess, about 30 varieties. We have a bunch of different varieties that will take us through the whole season. Great varieties. And they're just something that's very special to me since my dad planted them, and to still have them, it's special and it's nice. And actually I always think of this quote. So when I first graduated from college, I was in medical sales. I bet a lot of you didn't know that. I was a pharmaceutical rep, I was a device rep, I wore a business suit, high heels, I didn't have dirt underneath my fingernails, my hands were clean. Shocking, isn't it? Crazy. So my first job, in January, we gave out these tear-off calendars, and of course I kept one, whatever. So as you're tearing off the days, one of the days, and I actually kept it, it's upstairs on the bulletin board in my room, and I'm paraphrasing here, but basically it says the best thing to do with your life is to do something that will live past you, that will keep going. And the peach orchard is a really special example of that for me, and I think farming is a really special example of that. Farming has legs to keep going. I think about the apple trees that I planted will way outlive me. They'll be there long past me. Apple trees can go for like 100 years. So it's just kind of cool to think about, and I hope you enjoy the peaches. I basically become a fruitarian during peach season. I'm at the farm, the peaches are at the farm. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, afternoon snack, late night snack. Why not? Fantastic. They're great, they're delicious, and just with the peaches, we pick them a little bit on the firm side. So if you get them and they are hard, let them sit on the counter for a day or so until they soften up, and then they should be perfect. Or you could be one of those people that like them like rock hard, like one of the guys that helps me out on the farm. He likes them grass green with hot sauce and lemon juice and salt. Not my thing at all, but to each his own. So enjoy the peaches, and you will also get blueberries in your box, so you can make some sort of super sassy, fancy peach blueberry dessert if you want. So this past week we had a lot of late orders, which is totally fine. I'd rather you guys order late than not order. I completely understand. we all have a million things going on, so totally fine. I did have to make a few adjustments in some of the boxes. So if you got peaches and blueberries last week, you won't get peaches and blueberries again. You'll just get the peaches like everyone else did. And the issue was corn, so I also don't think you guys got corn. I think you got potatoes instead. So so I will try and get you corn this week to try and make it all even. So yes, blueberries, and then I think this is going to be the last week that I do blueberries. So if you need to stock up, I am going to put on the store where you can buy them by the case. It's a really good price for the case. So if you're like a total blueberry enthusiast, buy a case, freeze it, and there you go. Blueberries. Debuting this week, super fancy, eggplant. Yes. So I grow a bunch of different kinds of eggplant. This is a Sicilian type eggplant. I grow two types of this, a darker purple and then this lighter purple, which I think the light purple is quite beautiful, and it is quite my favorite, and it is an heirloom variety. And then with eggplant, everyone sort of gets hung up on, oh, the bitterness, and they do that thing where they soak it in salt water and so on and so forth. That's a lot. I've never done that. But you know, if that's something that you're passionate about, by all means, answer the passion. This variety would be one of the least bitter. Yeah, less bitter than like your black eggplant. So my favorite. I also have to show you the Japanese eggplant. Makes a fun L. I think these are super fun. And in a cookbook that I have, they had a great idea of where you would cut it, and you would fry it, but you would just do it with cornstarch. You wouldn't do like a full breading. And at the very end, you would put honey into a pot, a little bit of thyme leaves, and just a splash of vinegar to sort of even it out, and then you would put the honey over top of the eggplant. So that was their idea for the Japanese eggplant. I haven't tried it. I have the page bookmarked in the cookbook, which has been bookmarked for 3 years. I need to get on it. I know, super slack of me. But just a thought, lots of strong feelings about eggplant. We planted a lot less eggplant than we did last year. Just because someone like Martha or Ina or the Pioneer woman, she's fantastic, Ree, I think is her name, need to like get on board with eggplant and do fantastic things, and then everyone else will be on board. But until that time, yeah, eggplant doesn't get enough love. And, you know, when in doubt, fry it. Fry it, ketchup, delicious. I mean, fry it and put ketchup. You do, no words, nothing more. Moving on. Onions are also going to be in the box. They're getting a bit unruly with the top, so you will get them with a haircut. These are beautiful and fantastic, so enjoy. Potatoes will be in the box this week. I cut them out for peaches. So last week you were going to get potatoes and a patty pan squash, and I didn't think anyone would be terribly heartbroken if I put peaches in their place. So to make it right, you will get potatoes this week. And to make it even more right, you will also get squash. And I brought this as an example because of the striping. So I grow two varieties, this green variety and then also a yellow variety that has these stripes. Don't be thrown off by it. This is actually a zucchini. It's just total fun factor. I think the stripes are pretty and fun, so therefore I grow it. You're also going to get a cucumber. You know what to do. And I made a list because you know how I always forget. So frying peppers. You're going to get frying peppers or the Goddess sweet banana peppers. So nothing hot. The banana peppers are fantastic if you do like a quick pickle with them. And the frying peppers, just cut them up, onions, olive oil, fry away. Delicious. My favorite pepper. I'm not on board with the bell pepper. I'm totally on board with the frying pepper. Fantastic and delicious. And then something else fun this week that I'm going to offer is a fruit and flower box. So I've been wanting to do this, but I just wanted to wait until peach season had happened. So basically, the fruit and flower box, so if you do a full season or a month, at any time you can email me. Please email or text calling, I love to hear your voice, but I forget to write it down. So I need some sort of like a trail of information. Text, email, love it. And then you can call me after that if you just want to chat. What it's going to be is you're just going to get fruit. So this week's fruit would be peaches and blueberries, and then a larger bouquet of flowers. So the bouquet that I've been putting in the boxes has been small, just because, you know, I don't want to overwhelm you with like some gigantic spray of flowers. And then you're like, oh, fantastic. I have this giant bouquet and 3 squash and an eggplant. That is, you know, probably not what you signed up for. But with the fruit and flower box, that is what you're signing up for. I just think it's a fun, out of the box, add-on type thing. Brilliant idea if you're going somewhere that weekend. Care of the flowers though, you are going to need, they will come with a bag of water on the bottom. If you're going to gift them, like let's say you get your box Friday, you're going to gift this on Saturday when you go to a party. You will need to take the flowers, put them in fresh water, take them out of that water, and then transport them to the final destination, and then immediately get them back in water. And then another note with the flowers, when you get them, best practice is to clip the ends on a sharp angle that allows the stem to take up water the best, and get them in fresh water. So tips for success. So the fruit and flower box, I'm going to cap it. I'm only going to allow a few boxes this week. I just want to field out from my point of view on a time perspective in making the bouquets and getting everything together, because those I really want to make either morning of or night before. You know, flowers aren't something that you can just hang around. It's going to be limited. So, and I also want to judge your interest level and your thoughts on it. So this is something that I may offer every week, may not, just depending on the fruit and the flower situation, whatever I feel is the best. But yeah, fun. I'd love your feedback. Send me an email. Send me your thoughts. What are you thinking? Also, I know that I gave you flowers last week. I have these fantastic black sunflowers that are on the cusp of being ready, and I'm just not sure whether it's going to be like the end of this week or next week that they will be best ready. Sunflowers are one of those things, they're lovely today and not something that you would want tomorrow. So you kind of need to pick them when they're ready, and it's not something you can just hang out in the field for forever and ever like some other things. So in the event that they are ready, I would love to give you black sunflowers, because everyone needs to experience black sunflowers. They're very striking, they're very fun. It has never been my plan to give you flowers 2 weeks in a row, so if you feel very strongly that you would not like flowers 2 weeks in a row, please email me, and that's not a problem. However, if you are on the edge of your seat for black sunflowers, get excited. So total not sure about that one. I was looking at them today and we're getting close. And then also green beans. I know I circled back around from the fruit and flower box to the original box. And then green beans are something that I might sub out something else and put in the box towards the end of the week. Green beans are also one of those things, when they're ready, you have to pick them. If not, the beans get big, they get tough. Nobody enjoys that. So yeah, I think that is it for this week. Please give me your feedback. I read all of it and take it to heart. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy the peaches. Eat yourself silly on peaches. I will. Ah, exciting. All right, guys. Have a great week, and I'll have a video next week. Bye.